The quiet power we forgot. Have you ever noticed how silence makes people nervous? If you're not explaining, updating, posting, then surely something must be wrong. That's what we've been taught. In today's hyperconnected world, silence is mistaken for weakness. Stillness is confused with stagnation. Privacy, almost suspicious. We live in a culture obsessed with proving, look at what I'm doing. Look how much I've suffered. Here's my next big thing. Here's proof that I'm growing. But in trying to prove, we often lose. We dilute what's sacred. We expose what isn't ready. And we forget that some of life's most powerful transformations happen out of sight. The ancient Stoics saw things differently. Marcus Aurelius, emperor of Rome, didn't fight his deepest battles in front of crowds. He fought them alone, quietly, inside the pages of his personal journal. No audience, no applause, just truth and reflection. To the Stoics, real power didn't announce itself. It didn't perform. It was built, inwardly, quietly, like roots growing deep before a tree ever touches the sky. So today I want to share with you 5 powerful things you should keep to yourself. Not out of fear, not because you're hiding, but because what you protect grows, and what you expose too early might never survive the storm. Let's begin. Hide your deepest pain until it becomes wisdom. Everyone carries pain, every heart is bled, but not every scar needs to be displayed. In Stoic thought, pain is sacred, not for performance, not for pity. Seneca once wrote, "A man's most glorious moments are those which no one sees." Pain is a furnace, not a podium. You don't need to explain your suffering to validate it. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is sit with it, without words, without witness. Let it teach you. Let it shape you. Let it burn away what is weak, until only your essence remains. And when your pain becomes wisdom, when it can serve, not just bleed, then maybe it's ready to be spoken, but not before. Think of the blacksmith. He doesn't show the world the blade while it's still in fire. He waits until it's forged. So should you. Hide your next move. Let your results do the talking. We live in the age of declarations. I'm starting a business. I'm reinventing myself. I'm going to change everything. But how many of those declarations become reality? The Stoics believed in action over announcement. Marcus Aurelius didn't broadcast his strategies. He just acted with consistency, not commentary. Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it." When you speak too soon, you invite distractions. You open the door to other people's doubts, their projections, their opinions. But when you move in silence, you preserve momentum. You stay focused. You surprise the world, not with your plans, but with your progress. Your results will speak louder than your intentions ever could. Let them. Hide your generosity. Give quietly. Grow internally. Real generosity doesn't come with a spotlight. It comes from the soul. Seneca warned us. Charity done for recognition isn't kindness. It's theater. There's an old Roman story. A nobleman secretly paid off the debts of several poor families. When asked why he didn't want credit, he replied, "The gods see." That is enough. In today's world, we're trained to display our kindness, to brand it, to prove our virtue. But if your giving feeds your ego more than it helps others, is it still generosity? True Stoic giving is invisible. It doesn't inflate your reputation. It strengthens your character. Give without audience. And let your soul, not your social feed, do the growing. Hide your inner chaos. Calm is a practice, not a performance. Everyone battles something. But not every storm needs to be seen. The Stoics believed the mind is a fortress. If you open its gates to every fear, every insecurity, every moment of emotional turbulence, you weaken its walls. But guarding your inner life doesn't mean suppressing it. It means managing it, tending to it, holding the line with dignity. Marcus Aurelius, amidst wars and betrayal, wrote to himself, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Even in chaos, you can choose composure. Be like the lake in a storm. Let the waves thrash beneath the surface, but keep the surface still. Not because nothing hurts, but because you've chosen mastery over meltdown. Composure isn't faking peace. It's building it, brick by brick, in silence. Hide your long-term vision. Protect it from small minds. Not everyone deserves access to your dreams. Share your vision too soon, and you risk drowning it in doubt. You'll hear their fears disguised as concern, their limitations cloaked as advice. Your vision is like a seed. If you plant it too shallow, it can be stolen by wind, birds, or cynics. But bury it deep, nourish it quietly, and one day it grows into something no one saw coming. Don't announce the garden, just grow the fruit. You're not building for validation, you're building for impact. Let the results reveal themselves when they're undeniable. Until then, let them wonder. The quiet strength of the Stoic. Here's what the Stoics knew, and what modern life often forgets. Real power doesn't shout. It whispers, it hides, it grows. In silence, in solitude, in strength. So, hide your pain until it becomes wisdom. Hide your plans until they become results. Hide your generosity until it becomes your character. Hide your chaos until you find your calm. Hide your dreams until they bloom into destiny. In a world that glorifies noise, dare to be quiet. Dare to move in silence. Dare to be still and unshakably strong. Because the most powerful person in the room isn't always the loudest. It's the one who's mastered what no one else can see. If this message resonates with you, subscribe for more quiet strength, stoic wisdom, and powerful reflections.